What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into Arona Media today. And what we're going to be doing is something I've never done before, and that's going over my first quote-unquote professional video. So to me, there is one video that sticks out the most that you can see is my most professional type of video as far as craftsmanship, directing, cinematography, and just amazing talent, quote-unquote. But the video we're going to be watching is a short film, specifically my first ever short film called Correct Under Pressure, all the way back in around 2019, 18, one of those years. And it's going to be kind of funny and going over exactly what I could have done, what I should have done, and where I was at the time when I was doing my whole learning process all the way up to what I learn now. Okay, I'm a little farther away right now, but what we're going to do is go through this whole film and then go over exactly some of the shots and some of the things that I could have done and that I do remember doing that I should have known how to do, but I didn't. So let's just go right into it. It's 3 minutes. Let's just get right into it. Yep. I was directly on a slider. I had just bought a newer slider at this time. Yep, there's the shaking. Yep, I had it on two terrible $20 tripods. By the way, this is my guy Brandon, who also starred in this film, this motion picture film. Yep, go look at that camera. Correct Under Pressure. Oh yeah, fade in like a ghost. Oh yes. Wait, my favorite part. Here it comes. Splash. So cinematic. If you listen closely, my phone went off like 3 times, and I didn't even care. Why? I have no idea. Oh boy. Here we go. Where have you been, Mike?
I was busy.
Then why weren't you picking up your phone?
It died. Phones can die.
Well, I was busy in my room making calls, and you weren't picking up.
It's just... Never mind.
Oh, yeah, I had to give him the head signal. Yep, that I left it in there because I'm a movie director. Why not? Don't you disrespect. The shutter's off. We're going to go over everything. I don't even know what sound effect that was. Oh my gosh. The amount of incorrect colors that was going on during this whole film is great. And wait for it. Oh, yep. 5th time's the charm of looking. Oh, yes. Yep. Don't zoom in. Just digital zoom. It's the way to go. And back on a slider. And then I just kind of threw that in there. So, what we're going to do, I really still can't, let's move this mic back here. I was probably like in my first year of actually like filming and knowing all of the, like the cinematography things going on. So I thought this was like an amazing first project. Not really, but it's all part of the learning process. I definitely, for sure, want to remake this just so I can like kind of go back to what it could have been and should have been. So we're gonna go over just a few things before we wrap up this video of what I could have done and should have done, and definitely all the flaws of this entire film. Now, alright, let's start off with the fact that there is no such thing in this film as depth. There is no shallow depth of field in any way, shape, or form. And I love it. The scenery is great. Rusty plugs, a rusty bench. I mean, that's literally what I had. I had no money, no props for anything like that. So that's always fun. Let's go a little forward this whole intro here. What I was thinking. I literally just bought the slider, and let's see. Right there. Yeah. Right there. Okay, cool, amazing, super dramatic. Then there's a glass table just stranded in the back. Yeah, that's pure real cinematography there. To 55 millimeter 3.5 and literally nothing else, and made my own homemade shotgun mic, so that was fun. So this part, instead of me of course knowing like the shots and everything and how to do it, I just decided to fade him. Why? I have no idea. And I was like, yeah, let's go through this puddle here, because I think it's so cinematic, and we're gonna do that. And it was. I definitely fixed up the shutter for that, because you could tell it's like really like if I pause the frame I can make a little still about it. But yep, that was my true cinematic days. So here, right at the stop sign here, besides like the cinematography and the fading, once again, my phone went off 3 times in the audio. I didn't have any type of recording device besides the shotgun mic that I set up and the homemade boom mic. So that's where the fun came in, because I made that, but I just didn't incorporate it to get any Foley, so I didn't know anything about that. But that was the beauty of making this first film, because I could always come back to it and have a good laugh. Okay, right at this scene here, let's see, yeah, I basically did not know anything about settings either. All I knew is that if I raise the ISO high enough, it's gonna be good. If I zoom in the lens, I'm wondering, oh my gosh, why is my aperture changing? Why is the f-stop changing? And it, of course, I had no idea. Literally nothing about it. This whole scene was horrible. Like, I'm telling you, like, the acting, the whole everything, but I love it. It's so funny, because I'm always going to keep this here to, like, look back of where I came from. Because I can imagine what I could create now, knowing everything I know now. I literally made this script in, like, 5 minutes, and that's exactly what it was. So, yep. Oh, let's pause right here. Oh, yeah. So this was like a twilight type of moment of the day outside. Why was it super blue? I have no idea. Why? I have no idea. I don't know where my settings were at, because the walls are like super bright yellow. My walls were definitely not that yellow. So I don't know if I boosted the saturation too much. And then he's just super pink. The walls are pink and yellow, and yeah, this was great. I loved it all. Okay, let's pause it right here too now. We basically just said, hey, get on the bed and lay down and look upset. Yeah, I mean, if I had a cool bed like that and a flag from Halo, I don't think I'd be upset either. I mean, that's just me, personal preference. I wanted him to grab all the stuff here as far as like the props that I kind of displayed out, which was like all of my personal things with the amazing WWE sheets. I was like, yeah, grab my stuff, then get really aggressive with it, put it in a bag. Those weren't even my shoes, not even my clothes. Those were my brother's clothes at the time. I was sharing a room at the time. Down this hallway, super yellow once again. The walls weren't even yellow, not at all. Everything's out of focus, super fuzzy. I mean, the T5i can only push so much, because the fact that I think the max it went up to was, let's see, I think only like 1,000 ISO, 1,250. So here, wait, let's pause right here. Let's do that. So I didn't think about, okay, let me zoom in so I can get like, you know, a second angle. I was like, you know what, let me just digitally crop and go super tight, make them super fuzzy, just to make it look real dramatic. I don't know why. I wanted everything so dramatic, but it just never happened. But it's the way it is. Alright, and yep, then the rest of it was just on the slider. Super dramatic exit out. I think this was my favorite shot. Maybe not. It's just like the most simplest shot of the entire, like the whole shoot inside the house, because the fact that he didn't look at the camera or anything, it was just like super dramatic. So yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I'm actually really excited that I was able to show you that. I know a lot of people don't. I guess maybe some people scroll through like my entire YouTube page and like go to like the oldest videos. This was definitely one of my first projects, if not my first project ever. So it was actually really fun to come back to this many years later and go over exactly everything that I encountered and what I could have learned. In 2024, I definitely plan on recreating this, because I want to see how much better I can make this compared to what it was before. I was definitely trying to prove a point at the time that, you know, it's not about the gear. It's how you convey the story, and the gear would take a really big part of it. And as you can see, blown out colors, super saturated, nothing in focus, no real audio, no nothing, just press and go. But that's what everyone has to do. Just click the record button and go out and shoot. Don't have to worry about having a big production. If you don't have a big production, go outside, film something, film your sibling, film like a product, go out and test things, even do something in your room if the weather's bad. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys coming out. This is Aaron Roman Media. Make sure to check out my Instagram as well for all behind the scenes everything as well. Have an awesome night.